What's going on all my frag heads and said heads? The champ is here and I'm about to tell you what's fragging. So of course, my name is Cedric, but you can call me Ceddy Said. Welcome to Reviews from the Six, and today we're going to be doing a quick review on no other than you already saw, Bourbon by Bath and Body Works. So yes, of course, I'll go ahead and start with a quick presentation. I tell you what it smells like to me. Then I tell you the notes that they have listed in the fragrance or what it's supposed to smell like. We get into the longevity of it, which is how long does it last? And then we get into the projection, which is how long does it, or how far can it radiate? Or how far can someone smell this off your skin? And then of course we get into, occasions, situations when I would wear it. I'll break it down a little bit more to how they would categorize it, and then a little bit of story time just in case, because you came here for your boy and for the fragrance. I know Morley for the fragrance, but I got to give you a little bit of me. So first things first, of course, is the presentation. There's nothing spectacular about it. Of course, it is the travel size fragrance, and I received this fragrance from my old lady. Actually, she ended up getting they had a sale going on and she ended up getting me the one she liked. So that's how I ended up getting it. And I know, of course, I'm getting into story time a little too soon, but I was also told about this fragrance from Madam CJ Walker, actually. And funny because, of course, I had to say that to myself because I'm like, no, her name can't be CJ Walker. But no, it really was. That's her YouTube name, unless she changed it or something like that. But when I first started doing fragrance reviews, this is one of those fragrances she recommended to me. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when the old lady brought it and this was in there, I was like, oh, all right. And then I was gifted the lotion by a coworker, which is funny. So either way it goes, Bourbon is supposed to be in my collection. So what it smells like to me, it's a very simplistic fragrance, compared to everything else in my collection. Does it smell like bourbon, the drink? No, not at all. Maybe hints of it. I would say the lotion smells a little more like bourbon than this does, but do I get bourbon? No. Can it pass as a bourbon? Why not? So to me, this would smell like bourbon without the alcohol. So I think that's why it doesn't smell like bourbon to me. It doesn't smell like alcohol. To me, it probably smells like a brandy, but not an alcoholic brandy, not like the E&J brandy type. I mean, but you can say when you smell it, you can say it's not boozy, but you can be like, okay, since you say it's bourbon, I can see the direction you're going. But you're not going to say it smells like bourbon. To me, it smells like a body wash, but a masculine body wash. Not a sweet body wash, but almost like it has resins in there and some woods. Smells, you know what? It almost smells like Dylan Blue. And I think with Versace Dylan Blue, they have a spice note in there. I think it's sage, which kind of makes it manly. And I think it's the same way not that it has the same DNA, but it's like a real fresh, clean, soapy fragrance that they added something masculine to, like something musky or something spicy to give it a kick. And I think that's why too, like I said, if you smell it, you can lean in that direction because you're going to say, okay, it has a little bit of kick to it. Now, it has sweet nuances. I'm not going to sit here and say it's sweet, like bubble gum or, like your traditional sweet fragrance or a Command. It's not that type of sweet, but it is a very pleasant smell. Maybe like an amber, like I said, some resins, maybe a little bit of benzoin, something around there. But yeah, that's what I get when I wear it. And it is an Eau de Cologne. So just keep that in mind. So now we get to the part where I tell you what they have listed in here, and I go to Fragrantica, which is like the holy Bible of the fragrance community. You guys hear me say that all the time, but I just like saying it because I think it's going to irritate somebody one day. I don't know. But long story short, with this fragrance, there is no, breakdown of top notes, bottom notes, middle notes, the heart of the fragrance, so forth, so forth. What they have listed is amber, oak, white pepper, and black amber. Oh, I called it. Yo, that was surprising. No, for real. I typed it into Google, right, to know that I was going to have the right fragrance and I can look at it to reference it, but I didn't read the notes. So it's now that I read the notes and I've read amber and black amber, I was like, I knew it was amber though. And that's what I get. I wouldn't say sweet, and I wouldn't say dark, but I mean ambery. Okay, I'm rocking with that. I'm fine with that. Like if you were to tell me this was a fresh soapy amber scent, I would buy into it. Now the white pepper. So remember I told you guys that sage gave Dylan Blue that kick, right? That oomph, that manly feel. That's what the white pepper does here. And I can smell the oak. Like I didn't think about that. Like to me, it's not woody. But now I'm like, oh, okay. Good job, guys. Like now that I look here at Bath & Body Works, you guys blended this pretty well. I can pick out all 4 notes in here. I really can. So now that brings us to, of course, the longevity and the projection of this fragrance. So as you can see, I've used a little bit of it, When it comes to the longevity of it, I would give it a good, like a half a work shift. Like I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't worn it to work. I did wear it out on date night. And after we got done eating, I remember smelling myself like, okay, let me see if she can still smell it. And I barely smelt it on me. And that was a good 2 to 3 hours. So, I mean, but that doesn't mean, like I said, some people get projection and longevity mixed together, and sometimes you can. But I will say with the longevity of it, it's not going to last long with it being an Eau de Cologne. It is going to be short-lived. I preferably think this was meant for that reason. Like it wasn't meant to have longevity. Like it is a fresh out the shower scent. Like you're supposed to smell like this when you're out the shower. And when the freshness of the shower wears off, the scent wears off. That's my humble opinion and thought. I could be totally wrong. You guys are the expert. It is what it is. Now, when it comes to the projection, I don't think anyone who isn't up under you is going to smell this. Now, this is a traveler size. So when I spray it, I'm not going to get a whole lot of it. And when I spray it, it can be a bit of a nuisance because my finger is so big and this is kind of small. So it's like a and then sometimes I got to pump it a couple times, till like a good mist comes. And I'm like, all right, so I would definitely get a good mist with this. Hit your hot spots, man, behind your ears, shoulders, whatever you got to do to hit it. I would do that. But I do believe that it isn't meant to project all that loud. Like I would say that if someone was underneath you, like right next to you, they could smell you. But if they're like, like 6 inches away, probably not unless you go heavy. I haven't went heavy with this because it is a traveler size. Maybe with the bigger bottle, I would go heavy and see how it is and, hit the close and see how long, the projection and how long how long it projects. Maybe I would be able to have a better determination of that if I were to do it like that. But I haven't. Every time I wore this, like I said, it was either date night, me getting out the shower. When I was gifted the lotion, I did pair it with the lotion and it did last longer. But I don't know if it's because of the lotion and I'm a hairy guy, so it stuck to my hair longer than anything. But I would definitely spray this in my locks. If I wanted to make a project or last a little bit longer, I would. When it comes to situations and scenarios and seasons to wear this and all that good stuff, I would really say it's an all year fragrance. Preferably though, maybe fall. Like just that boozy, not gourmand, but like that whole boozy, people are baking food, you're trying to get warm. Like that's what I get from this fragrance. That's definitely what I get from this fragrance. So I would definitely probably wear it in one of those situations. I would also say date night. I wouldn't wear it to work. Maybe I don't think it'll last long at work. I don't think it would be appropriate for work. Not because it smells like booze or anything like that, but it doesn't remind me of like a work fragrance. Like I wouldn't say that. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm just glad you came this far. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the bourbon fragrance. Have you tried it? Is there anything else I should try from Bath & Body Works? Also down in the comments, let me know what your favorite fragrance from Bath & Body Works is. Also, make sure you hit that like button, because if you don't hit that like button, it's not going to show you any more content of me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all future uploads. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Become tribe. I want you here. We are family. You belong here. Do that. Also, share this video to any and all social media platforms, specifically to anyone you think this video would be useful for. And with that being said, peace, love, and blessings.